Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for returning. So this one's gonna be a very special one. Today we're gonna be talking about Anastasia. Now, if you know about this movie, you know about this movie. It's a great movie. I'm talking about this movie today because it is 26 years old. We're gonna keep this short and sweet because I got a lot to get through. It's one of my favorite movies. Let's get into it. Starting off at the Grand Palace, everybody's having fun, cutting up. Their turn, they're celebrating how rich they are. I don't know. So Anastasia's grandma, the Empress, she calls her over like, "Come here, girl." She gives her this music box, and with the necklace and the key that opens it, it's very nice. Little boy peeking. Find out his name's Dimitri. He'll be important literally in a few minutes. So Rasputin, who comes in, crashes the party. He's like, "You betrayed me," even though he betrayed the Tsar, who's Anastasia's father. But so he crashes the party. He's like, "Okay, well, since you like to be funny, let me be hilarious." So he pulls out this like green glass thing. It kind of looks cool, to be honest. But anyways, he pulls this out. He knocks down the chandelier. People are panicking. And I guess like these guys come in that are on his side. They come in, swarm the whole palace. So Anastasia is still with her grandma. They run away. They're escorted. The little boy Dimitri helps them through this like little wall, I think in the kitchen, and he gets them through. He closes it because the guards are coming. He gets knocked out. Anastasia and her grandma running for the train that's already taken off. It's a whole it's an intense scene, okay? I mean, dang. The grandma gets on. Anastasia's the last to get on. She falls, hits her head, and then she does the Anastasia. It's real. It's unfortunate. 10 years pass, right? We see the older grown Dimitri, okay? He has a partner named Vlad now, right? We find out that he's actually a con man. It's a really big reward to find the princess, the lost princess, because everybody knows that she wasn't executed because the grandma was like, "My baby's gone, my granddaughter's gone, somebody find her."
Find her. Find her. I got you. Find her. I don't want to talk. I don't want to.
So he's like, "Oh, bet, let's do that, get some money because we're broke." To Anastasia, who remembers her name as Anya. So she was at this orphanage. The mean leader, the mean lady of the house, I guess. So the mean lady of the house that runs the orphanage, she's like, "Oh, you're 18? Goodbye. I'm sick of you." Because she runs into Puka, her little dog. So her and Puka are going. She's singing her first number. She sounds great. I guess they had singing lessons at the orphanage because, like, how do you have such a nice voice? She's singing Journey to the Past. She's trying to find herself, her family. Okay, where she's trying to find a place where she belongs. We can all relate to that, I think. Great movie. This is why I love this movie. Back to Dimitri. He's holding auditions. They're not going well. So like, okay, what are we gonna do? So Anya gets to the train station, I think, and she's like, "Okay, I gotta go to Paris. So can you hook me up, girl?" So the lady's like, "Yeah, no. You need an exit visa, and you don't have that. But I got you, girl. This guy named Dimitri, he can help you. Go find him at this old palace that was destroyed and the whole family was killed in. He'll help you." He's like, "Okay, bet." And then Puka, being a little puppy, runs into the palace, right? Through the boarded door. So Anya's like, "I already got problems with you. Like, we just met. Like, this is crazy." So she goes in, looks for him. She's looking at the stuff. She's like, "Wait a minute. Some bells are starting to ring." So she's like, "This is looking really familiar to me." So, she sings her next number, Once Upon a December. Great song. Oh, she did that, yada, yada, yada. A great big number. She's interrupted by Dimitri. He's like, "Wait a minute, who are you? Like, this is my place of business. This abandoned home, this abandoned palace." He runs. He's like, "Wait, you look just like that painting. You're coming with us to Paris. We're gonna get some money." She's like, "Oh well, okay." She's like, "I'm trying to get to Paris anyway." So Rasputin is still alive. He sees Anya in the globe. He's like, "Hold up, wait a minute, stop the music." So he's like, she's the reason I can't rest. She's the reason, blah blah blah. So he gets so mad, he breaks out into song. So everybody's just singing, right? At this point. But this time they're on the train, right? They're set for Paris, right? He sends his little neon bats there, and you know, they all like, okay, let's go get her, let's go jump her. You see, you know, Anya and Dimitri have their little banter, pretty childish with him, and he's frustrated with her, but he's like, well, this is my ticket to all that money, so I'm gonna just have to deal with this. Neon bats come in, they're like, let's mess up her whip, right? Like, let's mess up her ride. Chaos ensues, like, so you know, they go into action. They're like the Avengers of Russia now, like just stopping the train before they go off track. Rasputin has a whole tantrum over this, like, and then Bartok, his bat, which I didn't mention before, hilarious. He's very funny throughout the movie. He's like, okay, girl, relax. Let's, you know, take some deep breaths. First plan didn't work. Well, second, because the first plan was 10 years ago, but you failed that miserably. He's like, okay, well, I could beat her up. Like, I could go get her. Like, I got a cousin in them. He's like, no. I got this. Fast forward. They take a train around Paris. I think they're in France now by this time. So before we see Sophie, who's the ticket for you to see Granny, we need to teach you some etiquette, because this is not working. Like, you need to be dressed to the nines to see this woman, okay? At least see the Empress. So she's like, okay, but like, this is a lot, girl. Like, we just got derailed. Like, I almost died. Like, I don't really know about this. And you didn't tell me I needed to convince another person before I convinced the lady. Dimitri's like, well, okay, listen, just do what we say and it'll all work out. So anyways, Vlad calms her down. She's like, okay, whatever, let's do it. I'm down for it. I gotta find out who I am. Then another song, Learn to Do It. Because he's like, you don't know nothing. We're gonna teach you everything. You know, she's remembering stuff they didn't tell her. They're like, wait a minute, stop the music again. What's happening? They're on the boat now. So there's another cute moment, right? Dimitri gives Anya a dress, right? She puts it on, it's beautiful. He's like, oh, she's actually pretty. She's been pretty the whole time, but you know, they're slowly falling for each other. He teaches her how to ball dance. Vlad's singing. Look, again, everybody's singing. Everybody sings in this movie. They sing, they have their little moment, they almost kiss, but they didn't, because movies love to tease you with that. So anyways, they settle down, they're sleeping. Anya's like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. Rasputin sends his little minions again, the neon bats, the little nightclub bats, to go get her. They're like, go get her. Go do something. Rasputin's like, let's get into her dreams. So he sends his little bats to go get her. Okay, I was like, okay, we're gonna go get her in her dreams. We're gonna go jump her this time for sure. She dreams of her father and sisters and brother. So, you know, she's dreaming. I think she's doing in the dream, she's doing outside too. Like, if she's running in the dream, she's running outside. Mind you, they're on a boat during a storm. It's raining. She gets outside. She's still sleepwalking. Puka wakes up Dimitri. She's like, go get your girl, because she over here tripping. Like, what's going on? So he's like, okay, whoa. Man, they become like these bat devil things in the lava and the fire. She's like, whoa, hold on. This is not what happened to the original plot of the movie. Like, it's all good. Rasputin's like, okay, I'm gonna have to just go there myself. They finally see Sophie. They finally meet her. You know, that's Vlad's love interest. They have that little thing. She's like, okay, what do you remember of that night? Anya's like, well, there was this boy that helped us through a wall. He saved our lives. And Dimitri's like, huh. He's like freaking out in the back. He's like, oh my God, this is actually her. This is actually the Princess of Russia. So he's like, So anyways, they're elated because Sophie's like, oh, you passed. That's great. They have a good time. They have a ball. Boom, transition into Paris. Now they sing in another number. So Dimitri's kind of like, he's still like melancholy about this. He's like, dang, like, I'm in love with her. What do I do? Like, I'm literally in love with the Princess of Russia. So they did all that. They're at the opera where the Empress is gonna be. So they're like, okay, great. We can talk to her then. Get you with her. Boom, I get my money, right? She comes in with this beautiful gown. I mean, like, she's dressed to the nines. All of the other fits were basic. This was the showstopper, okay? It was this nice fur coat at first. Took that off, this beautiful navy blue gown with the white gloves, hair up, diamonds in her hair, diamonds on her neck, ears, boom. I'm like, you as Young Thug from that one song special, Look at my wrist, fingers, ears, look at my neck glow, okay? So Dimitri's like, dang, she's a hottie. She's really a hottie in here. After the opera, she's nervous, she's tearing, she's like, oh my God, this is really crazy. Like, what if this doesn't work? Dimitri's like, it's okay, I'll go talk to her. Somehow slips by to talk to her, right? Like, look, I have this girl. She's your granddaughter. Real talk, you need to talk to her. She's gonna blow your mind. The grandma, like, I'm done with that. My heart's been broken too many times. And you know, the Empress was like, I know you. You're that scammer. You're that con man. Dimitri's like, but okay, but like this time I'm actually for real. And then, but little did he know, Anya was outside the door listening to all of that. So when he comes out, she's infuriated. She feels betrayed. She's like, you were lying this whole time just for the money. Like, you didn't even care what I wanted from this. I mean, to be fair, you just met the man. You can't expect him to just care about your whole well-being. I understand you went through all that and he helped you and all that, but it's like, he's still kind of a stranger, right? Anyways, so she's mad. She slaps him. I mean, that was one of the best slaps I've seen. Like, the sound and the, ooh. I was like, dang, she really got you. But Dimitri's like, I can't let this slide though. I gotta reunite them. So he cons his way again to her car, right? Gets in the driver's seat, drives her off to see Anya. Cause he's like, I gotta do this. He has a heart, change of heart. So he brings her to her room. She's packing up. She's like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm gonna go back to the palace. I don't know. So she gets a knock. She's like, oh, Dimitri, girl, bye. Come on. It's the Empress. She's like, I know who you are. You're part of this con he was trying to do. She's like, no, like, listen, like, peppermint. And she's like, peppermint? She's like, yeah, like, I remember you used to smell like peppermint. Remembering all this stuff now, blowing her mind. So she's like, girl, come sit with me. What's going on? So she goes sit. So she goes sits with her, right? She's like, what's that on your neck? She's like, you like it, girl? I've always had it since I can remember. Literally. And she's like, wait a minute. Pulls out the music box. And Anya's like, my music box? Girl, what? I've been looking for that. So, you know, they have a moment. She opens it. They sing the tune in it. And then they're like, you, me, we. Boom. A whole reunion. Now this scene right here, the peppermint scene, I like to call it, the best scene out of the movie. It's just so touching, and it's like, for the audience, you're just finally just so relieved, because it's like, finally, like, they're together, they're reunited. She knows who she is. It's great, right? Later on, he gets called by the Empress, so she's like, here's your money. Thank you for reuniting us. You were telling the truth. He's like, money can't cut it no more. Like, that's my girl, but like, I can't be with her, you know? So he's like, I'm sorry, I'm not taking the money. Peace. I'll see you in the holidays, I guess. So he leaves, and she's like, yeah, he's the one for her, I guess. I don't know. He runs into Anya on the way down, right? And she's like, oh. So she's assuming he got his money and he's just bouncing. She's like, okay, well, you got your money, bye. He didn't tell her. He's like, well, goodbye. Have a good life here. Glad you were reunited. Leaves, right? Later on, when there's a party happening, Grandma's like, girl, because Anya was like, oh, well, Dimitri's going. He's probably halfway to Russia. Grandma's like, no, girl, he didn't take the money. And Anya's like, what? She's like, yeah, girl, like, he cares about you. Like, he had to change a heart. I'm saying a lot. Like, he changed his mind. He didn't want the money no more. He just wanted to see you happy. And she's like, what? Fast forward, Puka, I think he saw one of the bat things, I believe. I don't know. He runs off. Puka runs off. So she's like, girl, again? Dang. Every time you run off, something happens. And this time was no different. So he runs off into the choir. It's like a maze kind of thing. Both trapped, right? So Anya's like, oh, what's going on? Hold up. Whoa. Here comes Rasputin. He's like, listen, I've been trying to kill you this whole movie. I need to do it. Like, this is crazy. So Bartok's like, girl, bye. This is too much for me. Like, so it's him versus Anya, right? He's doing all kinds of stuff, shooting at her. blah blah blah. She's like, whoa. And then all of a sudden, here comes Dimitri. I guess he came back because change of heart. So then he saves her, right? Rasputin's like, I'm sick of you. So he gets this Pegasus statue, brings it to life. So Dimitri's fighting this thing, right? Anya gets a hold of the glass thingy, Rasputin's life source. She crashes it under her shoes. She's like, this is for my family. This is for me. This is for Dimitri. Has to be done. Anyways, so she does that. He literally disintegrates. It's pretty disturbing. He's gone. We got her up out of here. Rasputia is gone. She thinks Dimitri's dead. She's like, Dimitri, no? Okay, well, he's dead. So she's crying, right? He wakes up. She's like, oh my god, you're alive. She returns the crown with a note, right? She tells her Grammy, like, we eloped, we're good, like, boom, boom, boom. We're all good, right? I'll see you on the holidays. I'll bring some casserole, like, we'll do like a nice potluck or something. Like, I'll see you, goodbye. So, you know, it's a nice moment. They finally kiss. Goes to bar talk. He's with his boo. It works out, okay? So that's the end of that. One of the best movies in my opinion, because it's just fun. There's humor, there's drama, there's tragedy. It's all the great stuff you look for in a movie in one, you know what I'm saying? Very dark undertones, obviously, like murder of a whole monarchy. Yeah, you know. Yeah, that's it. That's Anastasia. We'll definitely be showing my kids this movie. It's a great movie. It is. It really is. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Please. You won't regret it. It's a fun movie. It is. They did a great job with balancing everything. It wasn't too dark, it wasn't too goofy, in my opinion. Yeah, if you enjoyed, like this video, hit subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Yeah, I told you, do it. Leave a nice comment. Comment what movie I should do next. Like, I love talking about movies, and I'll probably talk about shows, but right now we're doing holiday movies. So yeah, all right, y'all, have a good one. Happy holidays. Peace.